There's a big difference between racial humor and racist humor. I learned the difference in high school. A good friend of mine was a black kid named Lamar, and one time in the cafeteria, someone called him a monkey. Yeah, Lamar was so mad, he threw a banana at him.
Quinn Dale's journey from the heartlands of Minnesota to the stages of late-night television and viral internet fame is one marked by humor, boldness, and authenticity. As a stand-up comedian who draws heavily from his personal experiences, Quinn Dale has carved out a unique space in the comedy world, one where raw, often politically incorrect observations meet improvisational brilliance and sharp wit.
Are you Asian? What kind? That sounds bad. The Philippines, yeah, right on, man. How'd you guys meet?
Off of a dating site.
Oh, yeah? What was it?
No, I came here when I was 2.
Holy
Surfboard.
So the shipping was cheaper. Are you Filipino too?
No.
Oh, okay. Chinese Mexican. That's what you are, actually. That's a Filipino. You are her. Chinese Mexican. What's your name, Maria Kim? What's your name, by the way? Chinese Mexican. What's that? Ruth. Oh, you wanted to get into the workforce, huh? Where were you born, it seems like? Calexico, California. Okay. All right. I know it. And then how'd you meet him? Was he down there patrolling the border? You look like a cop. How'd you guys meet for real? So you were from Calexico, right?
Yes, we met at Toys R Us.
You met at Toys R Us? Whoa, you guys like them young, dude. Well, how are you doing? Welcome back. Just so you know what's going on, these guys are human traffickers.
Raised in Minnesota, Dale's Midwestern roots subtly inform his comedic style, grounding his bold social commentary in a tone that is simultaneously approachable and provocative. He began his stand-up career while attending Arizona State University, a decision that soon took him far beyond college clubs and open mics.
I like TV shows that make you feel good. Like, you know, that show where they take the ugliest, fattest women and put a bunch of makeup on them and dress them up. The View.
Recognizing his potential, Dale relocated to Los Angeles, the nerve center of entertainment, where he began performing alongside some of comedy's heavyweights. His talent did not go unnoticed, eventually earning him a development deal with 20th Century Fox, a major milestone signaling his arrival on the national stage.
One of my best friends is trans, and I love him like a sister, okay? He has been through a lot, but you know what? It made him the man he was before. But he's gotten so sensitive. The other day he got offended just because I made a joke about him being trans. I said, wow, you've changed.
Quinn Dale's material is unapologetically rooted in his identity and personal life. Much of his humor comes from his cross-cultural marriage to a Mexican-American woman from East Los Angeles, a dynamic that provides a fertile ground for observational comedy.
Mexicans can fix anything. My gardener can fix anything, if he understands me. Like one time I was like, hey, while you're here, my dishwasher won't work. He was like, okay, let me talk to her. Mexicans are the hardest workers on the planet. Did you guys know Mexicans actually built the pyramids? You know how we know that? No permits.
Rather than shying away from potentially controversial topics, Dale leans into them, using his platform to explore themes of race, identity, and social tension with a biting, unfiltered perspective. This approach has resonated with diverse audiences, especially online, where he has amassed over 1 million followers on TikTok and other platforms.
Why don't they push more diversity in sports? Like, why aren't more Mexicans in the NBA? They might not have the height, but they got the numbers. Think about it. If Juan gets injured, there's another Juan just like him. At least let them be the referees. They don't even need a whistle. Why aren't more Asians in the NFL? They were born for collisions.
One of the hallmarks of Dale's act is his improvisational crowdwork. His ability to interact with live audiences, reading the room, riffing on spontaneous comments, and adjusting his set in real time sets him apart in a field often dominated by tightly scripted routines.
What do you do?
I'm a psychic medium.
You're a psychic medium? Hold on. I'll handle this. Can you tell me something? Like, just anything. Something that you can't sit the f*** out of here. This redneck, I better pull up my britches for this. Does that help you hear better? Can you tell me anything about me without guessing? And don't do that where you're just like, there's someone in your family with the letter F. Can you tell me anything specific?
I'm not a performer.
Let's show people that it's not fake.
So why do you think you were attracted to me?
What's that?
Why do you think you were attracted?
So I didn't ask for a question? How about this? You don't have to do it about me. Take a look at him. She's gonna be like, you voted for Trump.
This spontaneity adds a layer of unpredictability and excitement to his performances, ensuring that no two shows are ever quite the same.
Black people are sick and tired of not getting the same opportunities as white people. They've been marching, rallying, protesting, anything but work.
Quinn Dale has also appeared on mainstream platforms such as The Tonight Show, Showtime, Comedy Central, Lopez Tonight, and Last Call with Carson Daly, bringing his sharp perspective to national audiences. Yet despite these high-profile appearances, he remains deeply connected to the grassroots comedy scene, frequently performing live across the country.
When I was growing up, bullies kept people in check. I got kicked off my high school football team for what they now call fat shaming. But look, if you're 300 pounds of flab, your guts hanging out of your shirt, and you get winded just walking onto the field, you should not be a cheerleader.
In a comedy landscape increasingly scrutinized for sensitivity and inclusivity, Dale stands as both a throwback and a trailblazer, unafraid to touch on taboo topics but careful to root his material in personal truth.
Life is all about perspective. Like sometimes I worry I don't have enough followers on Instagram, and I see pictures of those starving kids in Africa with the distended bellies and the flies on their face, and I think, man, they don't have any followers.
His story is not just one of comedic success, but of navigating the complex intersections of culture, identity, and art in a rapidly changing world.
White people's lives are not as easy as people think. We have problems too, okay? Like I drank a bottle of champagne that was past its expiration date. That didn't feel good. Shelf lives matter.
As he continues to grow his fan base and explore new opportunities in media, Quinn Dale remains a vivid example of how comedy, at its best, challenges, entertains, and connects us all.